Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Aleph Tech Talk series. And here we have Diliana with us. We are getting prepped for our next question, which is on Dynamics 365. And let's get started. Tracing the footsteps of Dynamics 365 and its transformative journey through time. Any thoughts, Diliana?
All of the thoughts, loads of thoughts.
Let's get
And
started.
so just to make the question a bit more specific, we'll focus on tracing the footsteps of Dynamics 365 marketing and its transformative journey. Because again, Dynamics 365, I'm sure we can do loads of talks on all of the other products, and we definitely will struggle to summarize it in 6 minutes otherwise. But if we focus on Dynamics 365 marketing, or I know I keep stressing it, customer insights, but I think it's really important to start getting into the habit of using the new name. So the product has been through quite a journey. I think it came about 8 years or so, maybe. So it has been around for quite a while. In the beginning, it might be a bit of a controversial opinion, but I think it might have got released a bit too early. So it was a bit more rudimentary when it started, when it was first released. So there were a few bumps with customers on the way. But since then, I'm so happy to say that it has gone through a massive evolution. Um, so when in the beginning, email was the first channel that was in the product for running those automated campaigns and journeys. Then SMS was added. Um, so we have SMS. Then we have an amazing milestone, in my opinion, was when the capability of adding custom channels was added. So that means in your campaign, in your journey, you can configure any channel you want, and you can just use it as if it was a channel out of the box. We then got the ability to run our automate flows from a journey, which again opened up massive horizons and potential, because anything you can think you can do in a flow was now accessible through a campaign. And then we also, another benefit was that people were already familiar of creating those Power Automate flows, which meant it was really easy from an adoption point of view. So I think that was kind of a very big milestone in terms of the development of the product. Now, so that's where we are now. So now, just thinking about the future, I think the focus will be on the web, because we have covered so many different channels. So I think web is probably the next channel that we'll look at. And what that means is creating even more personalized experience on the website. So you as a customer go to the website, you look for something. Um, in a retail context, that could be you're looking for a tennis racket. You go on a shop, on an online shop, you look for a tennis racket, and that means on the next page you go, you can see information tailored to tennis rackets. um, or somebody interested in swimming will see a completely different next page, and will have a completely different personalized experience to the first person who was interested in tennis rackets. So I think that's truly amazing, because it doesn't get more real time than this. Whatever you're looking, the system is helping you get to what you're looking for. So we are really excited for the potential of the web channel that's coming up. Um, and we absolutely cannot talk about the development of the product without mentioning AI and Copilot, because it's such a hot topic these days. There is a lot. So the product, I think we were lucky in terms of customer insights. So the product has always been infused with quite a few AI, artificial intelligence capabilities. but they're getting more by the minute. I think it's fair to say. So there is a lot of AI sprinkled everywhere. There is a lot in terms of image suggestions, content suggestions. So that means you never have to start your email template, whatever you're creating from scratch, because you just give it a few words and it gives you a starting point. Because we all know it could be a bit scary to start with a completely blank canvas and a white page. So you have AI helping you with that. Um, we another feature where we have AI is the natural language processing. So again, trying to deal with that, not having to start from a blank canvas. You can give it a few words of what people you want to target or what campaign you want to run, and the system will go away and create that segment for you or create that journey for you. Um, it might not be perfect, but that's the whole point. It gives you a starting point, and it gives you something to work with, which means you have much more time to perfect it and make it the best as possible instead of spending all of that time to create it in the first place. So, loads of AI exciting things coming up. And again, mention not the release planner. Um, Everybody should be checking their release planner regularly because that's where we have the list of all of those amazing features coming up in a single place. So that is, in a nutshell, the journey of dynamics marketing, customer insights. Oh, and probably one more thing to mention, just for completeness, we cannot talk about the evolution of the product without mentioning the transition between outbound and real-time marketing, because it is something that's very relevant to partners these days, and it's something probably there a lot of people can use some upskilling and help, and there is a lot of help out there. But there are two ways of doing marketing. Before, we used to do marketing in outbound, and these days we're doing it in real time. So it's two different flavors. The whole investment going forward will be focused on real time marketing, which means if you're comfortable with outbound, that's okay, but it's time to move on. And we have seen a lot of partners recommending outbound still to customers purely because that's where they feel strong, they're comfortable with. But it is not a good reason. It is time to move on. There is an amazing feature parity between the two, so there are less and less reasons to still go with outbound because everything you could do in outbound now you can do in real time marketing. Um, there is a new resource put together by Microsoft, which is FAQ on that transitioning. So, frequently asked questions that customers are asking for already using outbound and want to transition to marketing. So, again, it's an amazing starting point. Have a look. We'll ping the link um, because I think that's where partners can use a bit of help. And again, there is help. So, if you need a bit more on this, get in touch. Um, just don't recommend outbound. Let's all learn together how to do it in the new way because there is so much more new functionality to be used.
Thank you so much, Juliana. I think you cannot, I mean, more than you've mentioned how it is really, really important for partners to be updated with all the latest things coming up. And thank you for bringing that again and again in all of our topics. I think that is really something that we should focus on.